All right. Well, it looks like it's another week, another Sunday, and y'all back with the FXBros. You heard me. We about to go over these Australian dollar markets and see what we got going on. Looking like we got a little retest coming from those highs. Let's zoom into these charts and see what we got going on. So first thing I want to do, well, what I like to do, I like to notate previous week so we can see where we came from, and potentially that'll give us some clues to where we're going. So if I look at my calendar, last Sunday was the 26th. So I want to mark down February 26th, which is right back here. So 23, 24, 26, man. So right up in there. So I'm going to take me a little vertical line. Put it right up in there. Bam, that's where we started the week off. So now we zoom out, we get a better idea of what the previous week looked like and what next week could look like. Now we do know before the market goes higher or lower, there will be some sort of a sweep method of liquidity to grab. Let me see. What's popping, my boy?
What's happening?
Man, you already know. We in this thing.
Got something for you.
I already know what you got. What you got? You got them. You got
Check the screen real quick.
Hold up. Oh,
It's,
yes. Yes, I need that.
I already got your number from Jay.
I had got one from Walmart, but I know that one probably way better.
Yes, sir. 1080p, full
Yes,
HD,
sir.
dual mic on it.
Oh, yes. Oh, we good.
Oh, yeah.
Where you stay at? In Arlington or Mansfield?
Yeah, I'm over here on Matlock.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide over there and come chop it up with you sometime next week and come get that.
That's a bet.
I appreciate that, brother.
You already know it.
How everything been going with you though?
Everything good, man. Everything good.
That's what's up.
I just been watching the chat, trying to keep up.
Man, it's just the same thing every week, bro. It's I think at this point, I mean, you've been rocking with us for like a year, damn near, almost going on. So you're not I can't call you a beginner per se, but I feel like where you at right now is just becoming getting to the point to where you got that initial money that you can pull aside to start trading with.
My thing is I'm watching the times you guys jumping in the market and jumping out and just the different types of rhythms. And I think I'm
what time frame you see?
For the most part, I because I get off towards the evening, so I'm looking at the 7 p.m.s.
Got you.
Yeah. Now got you. Around that time, but no, I usually go with the hour time, the hour to the 4 hour.
Got you. Yeah, I mean that is a good time to look at it because you do get volatility around that time, especially anytime after 6 or 7 p.m. It's not the best. It's not, but you do get setups. You do get a lot of setups. And that's pretty much the only two times we look for setups is in the morning and at that late to late evening.
Mm-hmm. Now, see that morning, that's what kind of hurts me is because I'm working at that time. And I see I see the you know what I mean. I see the chat going off, and I see y'all talking about it, and I'm just like, bro, I know I'm
Just
missing.
use all you gotta do. You ain't really missing. You just
Mm-hmm.
gotta like, because sometimes what you see at night
Right.
will only be a continuation in the morning. So say for instance, you are getting off work, and let's say for instance, like if you're looking at my charts right here, like say where I'm got the cursor at right here, that's a low, right? That's a low
Right.
point in the market. So say for instance, you waiting to buy when that low gets broken. Like you wanna buy underneath the low when the sweep happened, and that typically happens throughout the week. You will see one of the biggest, because from this line right here, this vertical line, that was last Sunday. So all this price action you see, that's all last week. This right here is Sunday. We started Sunday right here. So all this is last week. What happened last week? So if you wanted to buy the low of this, then that means you have to wait through all these days. And this sweep happened at 7 p.m. That's when this low happened. So you could have bought this low, but if you look early in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, if all you had to do is take a glance, all it takes is 1 minute. If you would have looked at the market at this engulfing candle, that's the sign to let you know you need to get out of this buy. Like you bought down here and it went all the way up here. And the fact that you saw it and really right here, but this is 4 a.m. So you probably wouldn't have seen that because you were asleep.
Right, I was asleep. Exactly.
So
I've been waking up right like, after that. So yeah.
What time you wake up on average?
4:45.
Oh, you wake up early.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I get
what time you be leaving? What time you leave to go to work?
5:30.
Oh, okay. So you don't even deal with the kids and nothing.
Right. Well, sometimes I get them up a little early and go take them, but I really don't have to, you know.
Right, because you be already gone by the time they get up. Yeah. So
if I got up, I
mean, on the cool.
What if I got up at 4 a.m.
I was about to say on the cool.
If I get up 45 minutes early,
I'm gonna tell you, you kind of got something going on for yourself. If you could go to sleep early enough or at a good time, you probably will be primed for waking up at 3 a.m. and catching the London session. That's when the London market opened. And the market is still giving opportunities for what the New York session is going to do. So basically, you would be getting early or what me and Jay is about to trade type shit. So yeah, that if you get up an hour earlier just to start, creating a pattern of looking at the markets to try to see if you could get in a trade like that might work out like golden for you, bro. Like dead ass, because that's like at like London starts the market as far as volatility. They start the market around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. our time, and then the crossover happens at like 7:30 in. Yeah, Max J. We had Max because I gotta upgrade that next week, but no worries. But none of that, no worries. You can, you would basically be catching the start of the market at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and basically all that setups, all the setups that's showing at that time, which is London session, it would you could possibly be getting in those early as they play out into New York session when me and Jay waking up and we getting into the trade. And if it don't work out, you just get your stop loss get hit and you just wait for the next morning to get into another trade. But that's the simplicity about trading. Like you keep your stop losses at a minimum, at a consistent level, and then you let your winners run. So your wins will always be 10, 20, 30, 40 pips, but your stop losses will always be at a certain number type shit for the most part. Yeah. But yeah, bro, that might work out for you. I mean, even if you just wake up at 4,
Yeah, and see that's
because that might be it might be good to wake up at 4 because when you wake up at 4, you will get to see what the 3 o'clock candle closed at.
Right. See what type of movement already started.
Exactly, because the 3 a.m. candle will be closing at 3:59. Basically, when you waking up at 4 a.m. So now you get to analyze what happened. And you get to make a better informed decision on Yeah, nah, that might work out good. That might work out good.
Let me go and change that alarm.
And then real talk, if you stick to that, nigga, you will be the one throwing us alley-oops.
Right. For seeing what's already.
We should be bullish for the rest of the day. And that's gonna help us confirm with what we gonna do. So if we know you bought and you 20, 30 pips up already, then shit, why would we sell? The market going up. You know, we could buy too. You know, type shit. So yeah, man. That's a fire time. Like the evening time, the morning time, and especially like early morning, catching that London session. So you good. And it only take shit 30 minutes max to analyze a market. You know, you'll get better over time, but it don't take that long. It really don't.
Right.
Like even looking at the market right now, like say for instance, if you woke up and it was 3 a.m., even though this ain't by the code, but say this green candle is the 3 a.m. candle and it's coming up in the morning. What I would do, and which, you know, one, of course, you should follow the way we trade out there engulfing. So if you don't see no engulfing candlestick pattern, then that's one way to not even take a trade, period. Like you ain't even need to be in the market. But if you do see an engulfing, that could be one direction you could trade into based on what the trend is looking like. You know, are we going higher? Or are we going lower? Or you could look at the wicks that need to be filled, because that happens a lot, you know, through volatility. So, but that being said, like this previous candle had this long wick. If I was in the morning and I was looking at potential trade setups, I would be leaning, depending on if this was engulfing. I don't know if this candle is engulfing this one, but depending on if it's not, because it looked like it could be dead ass on it, look like it's engulfing. I would be looking more towards to probably fill this wick. I would be looking at sales for that morning. You know, and you wouldn't know which way to confirm on that until this next candle closed. So basically, you would have to wait 48 more minutes until this candle closed for you to make that confirmed decision. But I mean, when you, like you said, if you got up that early, nigga, you got like what? You leave at 5:45 or 5:30. Yeah, so you'll have like a smooth hour, you know, to really just, you know, relax. Maybe and then that's a good thing about the trading and shit. You ain't got to stare at the charts per se, because how we analyze the markets, we look at the hourly and higher time frames for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Jay about to jump in as well?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all rock it. I'm gonna listen because
but
I
shit,
was just taking.
some...
I just took some notes on what you just told me about the London session and shit. That's what I was doing. So now I'm about to listen to y'all boys, so that way I can go ahead and give me some more notations in. I'm about to take some notes here.
Nah, bet that.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna catch up with y'all.
Close. Top chat. Live chat. No chat. But yeah, that was Ant hopping on. Look like he about to change his schedule or bend his schedule a little bit just so he can, you know, be a little bit more active, you know, as far as looking at the market, looking for potentials to get into the market. I mean, you know, it's always an opportunity depending on what time frame you had the capabilities to look at. You know, whether it's going to be late night, early morning, or the London session, which is super early in the morning. Yeah. So basically, after we look at what happened last week, we know for sure we're more bearish. It was consolidating, but it's more bearish. And one way I can confirm that is one, we swept the lows. Like we ain't sweep no highs yet. Yeah, I mean, it was consolidating, but kind of on a bullish uptrend. But we swept the lows right here. You know, highs that were up here, that really didn't get touched at all this week. And I'm thinking that's what this currently week that we about to embark on. I think that's what we're gonna tap into is up in here. Fill the rest of this price action up. But like I said, we did create a low for the week right here on that was Monday morning, 1:00 in the morning, and we started trending up from there. And I believe this was a news event right here that swept these lows, grabbed liquidity if there was any, and continue to add to that position. And then again, you can see came back down here to grab more, probably swept this area if there was any. I kind of doubt it, but it could be. I mean, it's going in line with this support, this swing in this area right here. So yeah, you know, basically every time the market drops down below any type of structure, that's just it trying to grab more liquidity, take more people out that's been having a stop loss below the most recent low. But that's what's taught to everybody. You know, take your stop loss underneath the most recent low or the most recent high, depending on if you buy or sell. But yeah, with that being said, I think I broke down the trade opportunities that were available, and it was, let me see, I put it in the chat. It was like shit, 4 days of profitable trades last week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And Friday was just a continuation of Thursday. So, and that was all engulfing, just taking engulfing setups, nothing more. Then we got Scully on here. What's brother?
What's going on, man?
Man, you already know I'm out here chilling with the hair flowing. You heard me?
Yes, yes.
I'm letting it breathe. I'm going to get a new do.
Looking like the true native.
Man, come on.
True native. No, that's what's up. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Great, great.
I'm good.
Nice.
I was on here chopping it on with Ant early. He's talking about his scheduling shit. Seeing how you go trying to twerk that early morning time frame, getting up with the Londoners.
Yeah, that's not a bad time. I mean, most people, the big I don't know. You know, it all varies with your time, but yeah, that is it. Let me tell you like this: if I can get up at 5 in the morning, that would be
Yeah,
my time.
yeah, because you
So
get like you. That's like the pre before the crossover.
yes,
And you getting like, yeah, you getting something of what you call them. You getting the early moves of what London did into going into New York at
right.
that time.
That would
So
be
yeah,
ideal. But yes, if he can, or when he, schedule his time and just take a look at it and, take some tester trades, and test them suckers out for about a month at least, for damn sure. I would say 3 months ideally. But yeah, then he'll get comfortable with it. And like you said, I heard that you said, man, you'd be throwing us alley oops because you'll be in them suckers like, and like, man, I'm already 20 pips up. And I'll be like, well, I'm looking for that same entry. So just hold this sucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you in it.
right.
So, but no, that's what's up. That's great.
Mhm. And that's it'll be a good eye opener, for him to be seeing what the market is doing before, especially for New Yorkers in the New York time zone, gets into the market. And, if he got any questions, he already had the questions loaded up when we see him, we'll give him insight, and that's just going to do nothing but just better increase his confidence. Simple as that.
Yeah, increase both of our confidences. If you think about it, with him getting in a lot of those moves early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's gonna be great.
No, that's true.
We all gonna be having our different, because I think once that boy Tecmo get in it, I think he'll be a fire Asian, late night.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Especially after dealing with all the kids and all that. And, yeah.
He'll be catching over like sleepers, like it ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Slim. If once he get tapped in,
no,
I really think he'll be a night hawker.
Shit, while you playing that boy a morning person like a mother.
Okay.
Never mind. Facts. Yeah, that nigga get up bright and early with the old folks drinking coffee. Like,
no, that's what it's about.
I was shocked. No,
that's what it's about.
He be up there, so that nigga definitely can wake up in the morning.
Right. No, that's beautiful.
Catch these moves, because, like I said, last week was a very consolidated week, but pretty much every I ain't gonna say every, but most of all engulfings that happen near support or resistance worked out beautifully because it was consolidating. I mean, that's what consolidating is. At the end of the
bouncing off those zones.
Right.
Yeah, man, it wasn't a high volume. If you look at the weekly candle, it was kind of small compared to what we've been getting start of this year. Honestly, it's not normal that you'll have this type of action early, but due to what's going on, and it's going to continue going on, we've been talking about this for months. So now that we're seeing it, people,
I mean, then you got to realize, look at what price came into. It came into old consolidation. This was consolidating before all this area.
That's true.
Price dropped right into it. This is all last year, November, December consolidation zone. 2 months.
Wow.
So this is a great spot to be in, because it can only go one or two places. It could consolidate for however long it wants to, but eventually it's going to break out to the upside or the downside.
Yes.
And this is one of the sweet things about trading. You get to this point to where you get them cornered, and consolidation is the perfect place to be. To find the market cornered, because consolidation is also where a lot of people lose most of their money.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's very hard to lose or blow your account in a trending market, because if you negative and it's trending against you, then you're a dumbass for just letting it stay that way. It wasn't coming back to your entry anyway. But a lot of people get caught up in consolidation periods because people don't know when a consolidation period will start or when it will end. Once you end one, after, price action has formed, but you don't know when it started, or when it's going to end. You only know that based on your trading performance, typically when it's too late. But you do know when you in one and when you're not in one no more. It's just the task of being patient and waiting on that breakout to happen, which is very difficult for people to do. Because like right here with this little consolidation area, this little pop out right here looked like a breakout potentially, but then it dropped back into the zone. You got a bigger box right here. Now this looked like a breakout, but then it dropped back into the zone. Started playing down. So you got this whole situation. So A breakout, a true breakout is a break and retest. So if you got this whole box of consolidation, all this is consolidating. The true breakout was right here. Broke out and 2 retests. You have 1 retest right here, continuation, then with a bigger retest right here, continuation. That's a true breakout. And you notice it had 1, 2, probably 2 failed attempts before it really truly broke out, like the real true fashion of a breakout, retest, and continuation. And then if you want to look at it on a larger scale, that kind of was a fake out because it didn't continue. It broke right back down and came in. So was that really the move? Maybe that was enough move for us to trade up, for us to sell down into these levels before we go higher. You know, all clean traffic like this and all price action, all structure has to get filled. It has to get, you know, tested, broken, some kind of way. No market goes straight up forever. You know, it's hands down.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of that, that's why I don't like breakout trades, because it always going to retest. How big, you know, a small, you know, that varies, but it's always going to retest. So my thing is, you got your safety gear on, seatbelt, everything, because you about to go on a ride. Are you okay with that? If so, then yeah, that's how you get it in, and you're probably sitting in that trade for a day or two.
Right.
But to catch the retest and get out, which usually on every retest, you're going to get that color change to show that it bounces off of, you know, whatever support or resistance, and then that's when you enter. So when you look into the left, you have clean traffic, or no, not clean traffic per se. You have traffic for price to eat up,
Right.
you know. And when you get clean traffic, that's when you have literally broke out of. That's when you really catch a breakout, and you'll start to see that when you have a gap, a space. Like if you look to the left, you see that
Talking
clean
about like
traffic.
this clean traffic?
Yes, yes. But you see, once we broken out on that third one, like you said, a third or fourth break and retest, yeah, right there. That's when we kind of started eating that price up, and even still, we struggling to go
Yeah,
back up there. But
it's been consolidating for the most part. I mean, even this area, this whole rejection and then shooting way up from, that was all from news.
Yep.
You know, that was news.
But if you would have been patient and just looked at structure and don't get caught up in the, oh my God, it's crazy movement, then what time was that? What time was that?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Set that and work a 9 to 5. And when you get off at your 9 to 5, take profit.
Thanks.
So, you know, it's like, it's really that simple.
And this is 8 p.m.
Oh.
8 p.m. So this was like an Asian, this was Australian news probably.
Yes. Came out. So my bad. Overnight sleeper then.
Yeah. Still, that's why I said I was talking with him. I was like, when you do get in a scenario like that, or if you got into this trade waiting for them to sweep these lows because you was expecting it to go higher, which it did it right here. And typically it does it on news releases. It needs some kind of heavy interjection or the London and New York crossover time to do it. But when it does it, it pushes up into profit and you get an opportunity to get out, like multiple, like 2 opportunities. Like if you're in a buy engulfing and you are in profit, one of your best ways to get out of that buy is finding like a true engulfing, because this is a engulfing, but it didn't play out to the actual trade. You know what I'm talking about? Like it engulfed this,
and
the reason play out.
And the reason why it didn't play out, look to the left, and do you see any type of support or resistance?
Right here. I mean,
yeah, but I'm talking about where that candle closed.
Oh, where it closed at right here?
Yes, and then look to the left.
Yeah,
and then
that's
you got
nothing really.
all the way. You're gonna hit traffic, but it's
Yeah, right over
clean.
here. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
clean.
yeah,
So it's
okay.
like you're gonna that one I would, but it is a setup, true. So you would take that, and then it'll take you out. But then you have another
But
setup.
like I said, another
That one is
reason, 4 a.m. You're not up this early. Maybe Anthony might would have saw that and say, let's say, for instance, if he saw this 4 a.m., he get up, it's closed, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Or he get up at 4 a.m. and it's this close. Then he start to see this candle close like already. It's an engulfing. I know I'm a sell. Bam, he sells, stop loss up here, he gets stopped out, right? Another opportunity to come. 8 o'clock in the morning. Sell, stop losses above here, and profit. So it's like, for one, yeah, this was an entry, but it was kind of early because we don't know what New York is about to do yet. So you can't really, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you can't really say like this is the end all be all. Even this one, this was 8 o'clock. It was before NYC. So this candle could have came all the way up here.
That's
and
true.
tested
That
this
one, yeah, that one would
before
have
it
been
dropped
tricky.
down.
Yeah.
Not take your stop loss, not take you stopped out, but scare you enough to get out the trade, probably. But if you at work and not at your phone, you're not looking at that. And when you go, when you get your phone off work, you realize you're in profit because you let the market do what it do. And it eventually sold off.
Thanks.
From that engulfing, because that was a very large engulfing. It engulfed 6 hours?
Yeah.
Like, that's a dominant, and engulfed all of London, basically. That whole candle engulfed whatever London did. So yeah, that's powerful. So you gotta keep in mind what time frame you are in when you're seeing these engulfings. Like, it may be an engulfing at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., but be wary because New York about to come right around the corner. So yeah, you could get in that trade, but instead of putting your stop loss up here, say for instance, give yourself a rule-based stop loss. Like, don't put a static stop, don't put an actual stop loss on it because you don't know what the market gonna do. Just say something. If the market closes above this open price, which is right here, I'm gonna get out. Yeah. Even though I got in right here, but if it goes all the way up here and close above the up, I'm just gonna get out. Yeah, and I'm gonna wait for another setup. Yeah. Like, and what you did, you saved all this money because normally your stop loss would have been up here.
Yep.
But the only reason you did that is because it's 3 a.m. and we still got 3 more hours until New York come into the picture, and we don't know what they might do. They might go up here, take out some stop losses, and then sell off. And that's exactly what they did.
Right. And then, I probably, if I was really active that day, that would have been a sale. That would have been a sale that would have entered, and then that news that came out, that had to have been news.
All right, this little jump right here.
Yes,
this little drop. That was a lot of news.
And that would have took me out around 67.25 or something like that.
And I'm gonna tell you how I'm starting to set my take profits, especially my larger take profits, where I take most of the trade off. Is that little scoop little thing, like I said, the damn armpit. Like all this little turn around, these little reverse pivot points, all these little points right here. That's why I be setting my take profit.
Yes.
So for right here, when it sold off, my take profit would have been right here, and this candle would have took me out just like I used to.
Right.
Now, what you were saying, you would have reversed and bought it back up?
No, I would have got taken out, and I would have, stayed out of it
from that because you knew.
Yeah, because my take profit probably would have been right there as well.
And then so you start another engulfing right here.
Come on, bro. Come on. So then I would have caught it again.
Another engulfing.
But after that sale, I would have rolled that for the rest of the day. After that second one, I would have rolled that for the rest of the day. Because of that first profit that I had.
Especially seeing this third one, you're like, oh yeah, we good.
Yeah, and that was a free trade because of that first one that hit so big. That would have took me out quick.
So fast.
So fast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would have took me out quick.
Man.
I would have gotten to another one. I was like, okay, I'll risk that other trade to ride this one for the rest of the day.
For
And it
that one.
worked.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Facts.
That's how I be, as far as like when I be getting 2 or 3 trades in a day, I don't recommend it. But when it does some movement like that, I'm like, okay, you want to get active. All right, let me put my running shoes on.
Yeah. Like you go with it.
Yeah,
You know,
but I
run from it type
always
shit.
wait. I always wait for the hour. Like if I get taken out, don't get right back in on the same move. Wait till it play out. Wait for another. It's a whole new game. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Wait for another setup, and then yeah. And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be in the move that you did get in. You just gotta wait for a nice retest, and then come on, man.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Those are advanced movements, but yeah, over time, it's like yeah, that's like why not?
And that's why speaking to say like with Anthony, it's good to develop a time frame that you can even just devote, somewhat 30 minutes to the markets. And you may not be looking for a setup all the time, but you do want to see whatever you're trading, how it flows, like what happened. Even though you didn't look at it in the morning and you looking at it at 8 p.m., but look at the morning. See what happened and try to get to know the pair. Like what does it do? What doesn't it do? And when it tries to do something and it doesn't succeed, what does it do after that? Like all them type of stories, like scenarios. Like you gotta learn that shit. Cause that's what's gonna help you a better trade. Like knowing how this bitch how the heartbeat works. Cause it reacts. The heartbeat moves faster when it's excited versus when it's calm.
Right.
And you will know that if you just spend time, 30 minutes max, or just analyze, okay, the candles were very large and moving in one direction, and then they started to get small, and they started to kind of stand in the same price range for like hours, and then it jolted up, and then it jumped, like, realize what that is. And 9 times out of 10, also, when you do see big candles, just take a glance at the news, and you'll be shocked to be like, oh, that's why that candle was so big and so weird looking. It was news release. And then they'll start to come, you will start to expect, like, oh, for one, news releases always get released in the morning for the most part for US. We do get some evening shit, but for the most part, is morning, like that, like late morning and late morning. So a lot of the volatility, a lot of these weird big ass candles is gonna come from some kind of news release. Like, but on top of that, you got the 2 most volatile markets trading at the same time. So not only do you have the news release pushing it, you got just natural volatility from London session and New York session. Because the London session is starting to fizzle out, even though they are at that peak, but they coming down, and New York session is going to the peak. So you got 2 people that they peaks, whether they going there or coming from it, is at the peak. So when you got London at their peak trying to get out of trades, if they selling to get out of a trade, you got to buy it. So that's putting more buyers in the market. So maybe that's why the New York session is buying it, so it can go higher and then turn around and sell it. It's like it's a reason behind that shit. Like just because a nigga got into a buy, that don't necessarily mean that's the only way the fact that he bought, that's the reason why the market is going higher. Like the market could be going higher because somebody just got out of a massive sale. So you just gotta keep that in mind when you're looking at why the market is moving and at what time. Because if you look in the history, you will find more consistent, big, larger trends, big ranges, big candles in that London, New York crossover versus you'll find it at 2 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It's just a given. You'll find them at those times, but if you did an average, your average is higher in that highly volatile time frame, which is that morning time, which makes it more profitable to trade that time. just pull up this news right quick.
Yeah, we'll get a lot of clips out of that one. That was nice.
Oh yeah, I'm putting that through the AI. Let the AI clip that up. I'm gonna let the AI clip all that up, man. So we got no news for Sunday. Great. Monday, all Australian news. That's gonna be tomorrow evening.
Interest rate, baby.
Come on, baby. 9:30, baby. Get ready, baby. Come on, man.
That's gonna be
That'd
amazing.
be a nice little, that'd be a nice little setup for Ant, after work setups. You're gonna love it. That's why we love the Australian dollar. They give us those setups.
Beautiful.
And they come out with this news, every month, right? Or every week?
Every month.
Yes. Every month. So yeah. Get to know that news. You might find a trade setup that you can capitalize on every month. Once a month. So let's just look at the week. Tuesday, we got the Fed Chair Jerome Powell giving his testimony.
Yeah,
you don't even know what he's gonna say.
This is gonna be
testimony.
Massive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not a speech. This is a testimony.
Like
so
he's just gonna be talking about
drop bombs. He's
what happened after what he did and what he think he could fix what happened after what he did. That's what
he's dropping bombs. It's gonna be
and how good it's been to me. That's about to be his testimony because the market is great for him right now. But nonetheless, he got a testimony speech at 9 a.m. So that is gonna be, that's gonna be monster. That's still highly volatile time. And then turn around, we got Governor Lowe doing a speech for Australian dollar. So that should
he a fool. He a fool too. He a fool with it sometimes.
Wednesday. Damn, Powell. Jerome said, I'm not done. I'm in town for 2 days. I'm coming back on Wednesday to give another testimony.
So this
at 9 a.m.
This is one of those weeks.
I'm gonna tell you. Look, hold up. I'm gonna tell you. When we go back to the charts, though, what you about to say? This one of the weeks. What?
This is one of those weeks that if you are planning to trade, and this is in our plan, so we know this. Look at the news releases every day before you look at the charts, or during, or before you enter a trade. Let me say it like that.
Yeah.
Like, please do, because these are subject to update and change, I do believe. And sometimes it happens when it's not high news. Like, you look at the week, nothing's going on, and then something might pop up, and you're like, wait, what happened to the market? What news? So look at that every day. It's not like look at it once a week and we do this every day. Like this live Sunday, we do this every time we trade. So all right, you could go ahead.
We're just exposing it to y'all on Sunday.
Yes,
which will change in the future, but
oh my gosh, that's gonna be crazy. But continue.
That's gonna be crazy.
Continue.
But Thursday, of course, you already know we got Japan sneaking in with their interest rate. So anybody trading that, I got some volatility coming on Thursday. And I wouldn't be surprised if that interest rate decision don't affect the US dollar. And I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yes, because it affects both.
Put that out there.
It affects both. Yeah. It affects Australian more, but yes.
Just because of how much debt we owe, Asian countries.
Thanks.
But anyway, Friday look like what we got. Oh, boy, this is gonna be a crazy week. It's gonna be a crazy week.
Bring your backpack snacks, like sandwich bags. That's in the sometimes when the kid, you get the brown bag lunch.
Man, we go to the field trip. Yeah.
So for the kids that couldn't get it, and for people that know, that's what I said. For the kids that can do it, and you're prepared, like some of those kids. Shout out to them. I wasn't jealous. Actually, I was at the time, but it is what it is. But they bring their own sandwiches. Gushers. They had gushers, the high C juice box, and they had these sandwiches. that was like in a Ziploc bag. Like they literally make sandwich bags. I use it for other things. We can talk about that later. But they actually had sandwiches in these bags. They were perfect. Us, on the other hand, we would get these brown bag lunches. And let me tell you what's in these. They consist of an apple. Wait.
What kind of cookie though?
They would give you that. They would give you a ham sandwich, and I literally mean this wasn't like shredded nice ham. This was a round ring of ham that was sandwiched.
Bro.
That was sandwiched between two hamburger buns, not regular sliced bread, hamburger buns with a packet of mayonnaise and mustard. That's how we did in New Orleans.
You gotta apply it. It ain't already on there.
Yes,
you gotta put the mayonnaise and mustard on there.
You got to.
So that means, so let me tell you, it's more difficulty to that. So what you gotta do is you gotta take that sandwich that been in that bag probably for 2 or 3 days waiting to give to you. And that bread is gonna be stuck to that damn ham meat. So you gotta try and pull that bread apart just so you can have a smooth surface to spread your mayonnaise and your mustard on it. Other than that, you gonna have a hole in the middle of your bread, nigga. And the rest of the bread gonna be stuck to the ham. That's another level of difficulty we didn't tell you about.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes. And you ask,
kids, you probably don't go through that no more, but that's
what do you wash all that stuff down with? Is, you know, it seems pretty dry other than the apple, you know. We had a nice bag, a plastic bag of chocolate milk with a yellow straw that you may stab.
Damn, bro, we was birthing fucking serial killers, nigga.
Come on, man.
Yeah, bro. So that was a typical field trip for us back in the day. Yeah. That just bring it all full circle to show you how much preparation you had to go through to have a nice time at a field trip.
Yes. And
how much preparation goes into having a nice time when you're going on a field trip for overnight sleep on some of these trades.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you got to prep with watching, like how Jay said, you got to watch the news every morning. You got to be prepared, because watching the news on Sunday and seeing what's going to happen for the week ain't good enough. Because just like how he said, they have and they will change the time, or just throw a whole new news event in there.
That's true. Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
throw a whole new news event.
But yeah,
they were like, it wasn't even on the list. And then all of a sudden you see a whole speech or jokes or something, some weird shit happening. Like, so yeah, you gotta, you know, just, it's a checklist, a daily checklist you just follow. Like I said, none of this stuff takes hours. You can checklist and analyze the market in under an hour, probably under 30 minutes once you get it good. It really don't take that long.
That's facts.
And the reason I'm saying this, because we only focus on one pair. Of course, if y'all looking at 30 pairs, then yeah, you gonna be looking at the charts all your life. You know, that is true. I like to swim and I like to ride, you know, 4-wheelers on the beach. You know, I like to go
mountain
snorkeling, mountain climbing. I want to do shit. I don't want to stare at the charts all day.
I already got like 5, I think, waterfalls under my belt. I think I'm gonna continue to get that going. That's one of my ultimate thrills. Hiking up a mountain to a perfect peak. To
say, bro, that's crazy you say that, because that damn, like, that hike we went on was so adventurous and low-key dangerous.
Very.
We had dogs with us.
Mountain lion, yes. Yeah.
Yes, bro, like that, but not even the mountain lions. I'm talking about the slickness of the water and the fact that our feet was wet and it was cold. And we was hanging on the wall, like really mountain climbing on wet rocks through a stream, a rushing stream. And then we did it just to get to the we did it just to get close enough to the waterfall to take pictures. That was it.
That was it. Like I had on a fashion outfit. I didn't know what we was going to get ourselves into.
Yeah, that picture came out great. We still got that picture that we sat on the rocks. We was highly
come on.
fashionable.
But that's what it's about. Creating those experiences at will.
Nah, facts.
Um,
Let me go back to the charts real quick.
yeah, man.
That was an engulfing candle, huh?
Yes, that was actually an
Nah.
entry. I entered that.
So this closed at 67.54. This opened at 60. Oh, that was even. So that was it.
I'll
Wasn't
take.
engulfing, and it wasn't engulfing.
But look, the reason why that was a good entry. Look at how it rejected and then closed bullish like that.
Yes, I
You
do.
see what I'm
It,
saying?
it basically closed right here. Just feel this type of situation.
Exactly.
It
So it
closed and
just
rejected the same rejection from this, and the same rejection from this, and the same rejection from all these as they was going down. It's all the same. All this is just equilibrium.
right. And you taught
But they
me.
all go. They all tie in together.
You taught me
Like it
about
tells a
that.
story. Yeah,
How you
it
say
tells a
like
story.
you treat those as like a pullback. Like think about pulling back a rubber band. I remember you saying that. So that's my
Facts.
entries. When I see that, like I think this is a really, really good buy of the week. Now, and we'll look at the weekly. I guess we can run through that really quick. I know we kind of was just dropping knowledge, but just kind of see where we can go for this week. I know we got
That's
crazy
the
news, but
4 hour.
just overall, yeah, like see,
All I'm gonna notate is let's notate two things. Let me go back. This
all
is
right,
all. This is the only thing I care about. I'm gonna notate the low of the year. I still want to know that because I don't think we mitigated that shit yet. So the low of the year is here. That's one thing. And then I'm gonna come here and bam, that's how close we got to the low. That's why I still think, that's why I still think this support that we have will get swept. So I feel like I don't know if it's going to end NFP or Jerome, but he gonna do something to react. Something gonna happen to where it's gonna tip down here. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Probably it'll be weird if it don't happen this week. With all these news releases coming, it'll be weird that this won't get swept this week. If it don't, cool. I ain't saying that it can't happen, but I do know the market has a whole lot of bullishness price action to fill. For instance, this area hasn't been 100% filled right here. This whole clean traffic hadn't been filled yet. This whole clean traffic right here hadn't been filled yet. This whole clean traffic hadn't been filled to the 100% yet. So with that all being said, it's a whole lot of buying opportunity. We know that for sure.
right, but
Question is it going to sweep this to get all that liquidity so it can shoot up, or it's just going to go from here and that was just the low of the year and it's just going to stay that way?
I think we are on the verge of creating a high.
Because I feel like it came down here for a reason. It came this low for a reason, not just because it wanted to. No, it came down here because that's the low of the year. This is the low of the year. Like it has to test everything it gave out. So it came down there for a reason. And the reason why I'm speaking so highly on this low because it didn't take out the low yet. It didn't even touch it yet. It came close to it, but didn't touch it. And it don't have to touch it. This could be as low as it wants to come, and it could shoot up from here. And I mean, we haven't seen no engulfings on the 4 hour really from support. I mean, this is one, but that got swept and mitigated right here. I mean, this could be one right here after this 4 hour close, and it could shoot up from here. Who knows? We got to wait for that candle to close. And move to the daily. We did get an engulfing right here based off of, it's coming down, trying to test these lows. So maybe this could be the run we're looking for. And we would know more once this daily high gets taken out. Previous daily high.
Yeah, I mean, I think um I think we got some sales that's going to be great this week.
I totally agree with you, and I
What's
think
the
it's only
like?
sales just to mitigate shit, just to grab liquidity, just to take people out the markets that's been buying. Because this, from this to this whole previous week has been consolidating, but it's been a bullish consolidating market. You know, it's
Yeah,
been going, you know, trending upwards mostly, then downwards mostly, type shit. So, like I said, it's still in a consolidation, but damn sure I don't feel like we really, on the hourly, we're not really in the one confirmed trend just yet. Of course, if you zoom out higher time frame, you'll start to see a better trend. But I do feel like sales are in play. I just think we need the right situation to happen to get into a nice clean sale.
yeah, because
And
obviously,
typically the market likes to entice you into buys, before they sell off.
yeah,
It always happens that way. I mean, that's
yeah,
why engulfing scandals are what they are.
yeah. So yeah, I think we got some, some buy action still, just going off of what happened, how last week ended.
Mhm.
But I think with the news, it's gonna be it's gonna be a wild week.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure,
gonna be
sure.
a wild week. So I'll just say, just be prepared, and don't get uh don't get FOMO'd with these news releases. Just wait for the hour to close, and set your
I'm gonna put
stop
it like
loss,
this:
take profit. Yeah, man.
as far as that FOMO shit, you should only be concerned about FOMO when I don't know who can do it, but I'm just gonna say the government. When the government says we about to shut down the forex market, the stock market, we all trading, we're not about to do that no more. That's when
Oh no,
fear of
we
missing
this like, yeah, like when they say this is the last 3 years we're gonna be doing this, like make that type of
Yeah,
announcement.
that's
Yeah,
when you should even use that term, fear of missing out, because it ain't no missing out. Because guess what? It's gonna be another candle in another hour. It's gonna be another candle in the next day. It's gonna be another candle in the next week.
yeah.
Like
Fact.
it's the world like moves off of the movement of money, whether it's in the form of a stock option or in the form of cash. Like they move. That's how the world moves. So I highly doubt this industry will have any type of form of shutdown for anybody to really hold true to the term fear of missing out. Like, you know, and to
No,
go
that's
into
true.
detail, you shouldn't even worry about, because the only reason people have fear of missing out is because
If
they're
they don't
trying to
have a
make,
plan,
they
they
don't
don't
have
have
a
a plan.
plan, and they chasing profits. They focus is too much on money, because you can't be focusing on trades, because it's a trade fucking every second if you trade in a second time frame. So you can't be focused on fear of missing out trade. You fear of missing out on your opportunity to make more money so you can quit your job. That's the fear. That's where
Mm,
all the fear coming out.
facts.
When you really break it down.
No, that's facts.
Because you look in the past, I could scroll back in history and look at all the trades I missed, but that was profitable. So it's like, yeah, it's always gonna be another trade that was bigger than the one I claimed I should have made, but
Mm,
it's just you fearing because damn, I'm trying to make so much money. It's like, man, yeah, niggas got to get out of that, thinking about money all the time. Once you get the plan down and you get your trading strategy down, the money is going to come. Yeah, the money is going to come. It has no choice but to. Like it's a magnet, you know.
And the system will work itself.
Facts.
You just have to be the well-oiled machine operator.
Right. Right. Simple as that. Unless if you build a robot to do it for you.
And that's coming soon.
Man, come on.
So
come on, man. We already got indicators on TradingView, so
I mean they doing it right now. Like algorithmic trading is going on, especially in stocks. Like
it's been going on.
Yeah, it's been. So it's like
since the 80s.
Come on.
Yeah, it's been going on. We just didn't have access to it or even the knowledge behind it. But yeah, it's been going on. Yeah, that's why they even call algo traders. Like, look up algo traders. Like, that's what that is.
But yeah, man. Did you pull up the weekly right quick?
Weekly time frame. Remove this.
Okay.
Remove this right quick. Weekly time frame. We got an engulfing candlestick pattern happening. That's for damn sure. That's
damn.
It's kind of leaning more toward. Look at this engulfing.
Say, bro.
Look at this engulfing. Look what it did.
Yes.
Look at this engulfing. Look what it did.
Yes. And
like,
look
what
at
you gonna do? You gonna go against it?
Look at the retest. So what we might be catching right now, if you catching buys, this could be a bullish week and a quite good one. Because look how it bounced off of that zone to the left and then closed bullish. Yes. It rejected it.
It did close bullish. It did close bullish. You're right. It did close bullish. You're all right. I give you that.
Yes.
Now, for us to confirm that bullish move, we need to see, based off of this time frame only, we need to see a weekly close above the high of this candle. Not a break above, none of that. We need to see a weekly close.
Yeah, I get that to confirm it. That's, for next week. But I'm talking about movement. Like what I can see this candle do is easily buy up and fill that traffic. Like I can easily see that happening this week.
Like this next candle that's forming right now?
Yes.
Buy all the way up?
No. Not all the way up. No, not all the way. Just yes.
Oh, just to fill it this week.
Yeah, or to go to that like the mid of that candle.
Right up to that wick.
Yes.
Right up in here.
Yes.
68.15. Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yes.
68.15. Let me look at that.
Whether it closes or anything, I'm straight on.
I definitely will.
Do I see it moving and reaching in those areas? Oh, yes.
I mean, look at this. We would say the same scenario for this. When it started to move up, we would be like, well, it's going bullish, but it's like, well, if it don't cross this and close above here, then we could take sales off of that. And that's could be the same scenario. If it don't close above this to try to fill this traffic in right here, then I mean, we already got it engulfing on the 4 hour right here.
Right. But that's why we don't trade the 4 hour. I got into a buy off of that after that close. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I entered off the 1 hour. So now what I can see is this 4 hour candle closing bullish over that previous 4 hour candle, and just like disregarding it. To think about it, if you were to enter on that trade, you'll be getting taken out soon.
Got you. Because you put your stop losses up there. And that's exactly probably what that trade is doing. It's going for those stop losses,
Yes. And if it goes back down, then I'll probably my take profit is about 2 pips away.
Because you got 2 stop losses. You got 2 engulfings. Look at this 1 hour right here. That's engulfing. That's engulfing. And the completion of this 4 hours engulfing. So you would have either entered here stop loss up here. You do an enter down here on the 4 hour, stop loss up here.
Right.
So that both of those scenarios are probably about to be taken out. And
no, but yeah, if I would have entered on that 1 hour, I would have.
Oh, you would have
took
probably
profit.
been out already. Yeah,
I would have took profit. Yeah, that would have been easy. And not even I would have took profit. I would have saw how it closed, and I would have got in the buy that I'm in right now. But I didn't do that. I just saw that move, and I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
But yeah, this week is
Yeah, man, it's easy to find them trends. Just look at history. Just look at history. Because Jay running it up in these buys right now.
Yeah,
flexing.
Yeah, that was
shit. I would be taking profit right there. You already took profit?
Nope, but I will.
Yeah. That's exactly why I be having my profit right in that little cubby.
Yep. So I get out of
right
that.
there.
So now that I'm out that trade, it's a whole new game. Like whatever's going on right now, I don't even care.
Facts. It can shoot up more. You caught the move.
Yep. And that's what I mean. Yeah. I totally agree. And I like how you broke the whole FOMO down. Like, but that's what I mean by FOMO. And what you've been through it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see something
like I could put myself in FOMO right now because I didn't take that trade. That's what you're saying.
Right. Fear of missing out on this opportunity, not even thinking about I missed it.
Tomorrow
Let me look for another one. Tomorrow, or not even that. You know what I'm saying? Just being patient overall for the right setup, whatever it may be. Because I'm not.
And then you took that trade when that hourly candle closed, right? You wasn't like waiting, like, oh, it's about to go down and it's gonna retest off of this area. Like you didn't know what it was gonna do.
I did it while I was making tea.
Come on, man.
Like I really did, and I put it my stops, and I was like,
simple.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best one, man.
So, like I said, man, this is getting to the point to where it's
I told Piff is boring now. And that's exactly what we wanted our trader to be. I said our trading platform and our trading style and strategy is boring as hell, but it's highly, highly profitable.
This is what it's been for me. It's been easy, yet more exciting, just because of the growth at the rate that it's been. That's the only thing. That's the only difference. Because it's crazy. It's like I never. Usually, when I get this feeling is when I'm like, balling in the rec league or something like that, like putting up 30 on dudes, like going crazy buzzer beaters every week or something like that.
You're getting them endorphins.
Yes.
Endorphins, right?
Yes, but I'm working for it. You know what I'm saying? But physically, you know what I'm saying? But to say some of it, I get them same feeling sometimes, but it's just like, but it's so effortless. It's like I'm just waiting for something and clicking a button. Whatever happens, happens. I don't win them all. But yeah, the ones that I do hit on, they good. And they gonna have me to where the next time I'm gonna have another, I'm gonna have more with me. And so forth. So
how often do you get into trades where you get stopped out 10 pips? And you get into winning trades where you only make 10 pips.
How often?
Yeah.
Rare.
Probably, I was about to say it's very rare.
Very
rare.
That's
because of the way the strategy is, and that's the way your trading plan is. Your trading plan tells you how much you can lose, and your strategy tells you how much you can expect to go for in this current trend that you're in, whether
yes.
your strategy should tell you when to get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, when to get in. And if you already in a trade and you didn't get an exit scenario, but you further got another like buy setup, but you already in a buy from previous before, then you good. Lock in more profit and let it run.
Yeah.
Instead of locking in 10, lock in 30 and let it run.
Yeah. Average into that bit. So then you compounding every time. But
Facts.
What I would do is I just ride it up and down. If it happens that way, if it give me a good setup on a sell, I'll probably, I'll test it out. When it's because it's a counter trend trade, so I'll have to go, it'll be a little tight. But as soon as I get another bullish engulfing like what it's doing right now, I'm gonna really get that one.
Facts.
But it's like you say, it does get boring. That's why it's good to do it with like-minded, individuals that really have like a passion for it. Because it's not, if you don't have a passion for it, you're not gonna do it long, because you won't be you won't be successful at it, and you're gonna lose money. So that's like double loss, especially losing money. Don't nobody like losing money, but you gonna
at the end of the day, this is a business.
Yes.
Look at it like a regular business. Every brick and mortar, or even not brick and mortar, every business that has employees, you automatically lose money when you hire an employee. It's automatic. It's so automatic that you should expect it. Like it's an investment, because you got to train. You typically got to pull somebody from their job to train this person, and this person could either work out, or two things. They could either not work out and quit, or they could not work out and stay. So you not only are you paying this person, but you losing money because they're doing a bad job on your, at your job. So it's like ultimately you got to let them go, and then you got to go hire another person, and that's gonna be more money. So regardless how you look at it, it might not be employees and customers, but it's still a business, and you got to treat it as such. Your expenses are a certain amount, and your profit should be a certain amount.
And here comes AI to save the day. Good luck, everybody. No, it's really it's here, man. It's serious, bro.
It is.
So
it's like, early as fuck, but it's adapting early.
Yes.
Too.
You just talked about how expensive it is to hire human beings. And we've been seeing like crazy layoffs. And isn't it kind of strange that the companies that have been laying off the most are tech companies?
No, thanks.
So, and like these are companies that's like, like these are like shoe-ins. When if anybody in stocks, guarantee you they own Microsoft and stuff like that. Apple. But the one thing that is amazing, and it's probably like the greatest company ever, and I'm what I'm saying, Apple. Apple didn't lay off damn near anybody. They like, we good over here.
I thought they did. I didn't know they did.
No, bro. It was, remember the big ones, and you got to think about tech. Tech is everything. So you got
Amazon,
Google, Amazon. Come on, man.
Tesla.
Yeah, but so. No, he's more EV, auto, electronic and stuff like that. So he's like energy and stuff like that.
Exploration,
yeah. So but no, the other company, Twitter, he got on and just said, all right, all y'all could go. You know what I'm saying? That boy busts the walking tall. That boy busts the rock on a walking tall. But what's everybody?
When you think about it, AI can replace all them niggas though.
All of them. But the one company that said, no, we good is Apple. Apple amazing, bro. They flawless.
Nah, fact. I mean, you gotta think about it, bro. They one of the companies out of all the companies that got a lot of cash on hand. Like, even though they're profitable and selling products, they actually have like cash in the bank. So when somebody say, we got new technology, them niggas could buy you out. They don't even got to investigate you. If you got something, they'll let you work. They'll let you get big, and they just buy your ass out.
Either
Like, that's the
that,
kind of money they got.
or with innovation, they can tap in. Um,
And that's
like
something they've been struggling with.
hell no.
That one word.
I mean, cause
Not since Steve Jobs' reign. Like, you got to think about true innovation. Like, what changed? The only thing they changed is that they just been dropping more phones and not dropping more laptops. But they haven't come out with a car. They haven't come out with a, like really innovating something.
look at so you got to look at all the like how they got into the whole subscription base. It's amazing how many people got Apple Music. Like if you really be
Apple
on
TV.
music and you got an
Apple TV
iPhone,
and shit.
9 times out of 10 you paying for that subscription. And then
Nah,
you got
facts.
Apple TV when they came out with that.
Facts.
They dropping like master films. Like that Emancipation movie with Will Smith is stupid.
Yeah.
And there's plenty other things. You know, you got shows and stuff like that, but they killing it with that. And then
I ain't even watch that shit.
yeah, like facts. And so yeah, with streaming and stuff like that, they podcast and all that stuff. Like a lot of people when they want to do something, they probably want to make sure Apple got their hands on it because they know one thing, most people got iPhones in this world, not in the country, in the world.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Facts. Yeah, they got a big because it's several Android companies, but it's only one iPhone.
come on, bro.
You feel me?
Come and that's what I'm telling you. And
So
another
like,
thing,
yeah,
how
they
you
got
say how they
everybody making Android. Yeah.
yes. And one thing how you said like how they tapping in when you get a car now nowadays, they gotta have like the USB plug. Like to keep it real, shout out to all other phones. The reason why they got that USB plug is because people need to charge their iPhones and connect real easy to it. That's why when you connect to it, it could read the iPhone easier and better than an Android when
Then
you plug it into a
Android.
car.
Yeah,
You know
a
what I'm
lot.
saying? They go
And
have
then
high
when you get,
music.
it's so crazy. Yep. When you get iPhone, your iPhone any other phone that was registered to that car. Because Patricia do it every time. Every time we get into a car that we either renting or we ever had, when she get into it, I gotta reconnect all the time. Like her shit is like the main one. Like that happened to anybody
Oh,
who
it's
got
locked
an
in.
iPhone. Like they
It's
just
locked
get
in.
like prime connection. It's
Yeah,
locked in,
and you think
and yours is like damn
right,
near disconnected on some shit.
right. And that's their technology. So when you think everybody building them cars, you think they
Mm-hmm.
just making that Apple connectivity themselves? No, Apple be like, yeah, let me know. We'll throw y'all a, we know y'all need it. You
Facts,
know what I'm saying? We'll throw y'all that shit.
facts.
So
And
then they
not
got
only that,
that, and
cars go to cars. Now cars come to Apple. They don't even like let me know y'all need it. Cars say we want to use your technology to put in our cars
exactly,
because more people own your phone, so they're gonna buy our cars. So let me put
exactly.
Apple Play into this car. Yeah, facts.
That
Big
makes it
facts.
more desirable. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yeah, not
Facts.
only that, you heard about the Apple Watch and what they doing with that.
Facts.
You heard about that?
Well, no, I didn't. What they talking about?
These niggas changed the game, bro. They they got it to you knew like how the new watch or one of the new ones before this one. I don't know what number they on. Uh, it can read like it can do an EKG on you.
Damn.
So yeah, we got it for my father-in-law, Amanda's dad, for his birthday years ago. But yeah, it can do that. You know what I'm saying? So what they
Wow.
did, they sneaking into one of the biggest industries ever, the healthcare industry.
Medical,
Yes,
healthcare. Yeah.
medical. Yeah, yeah. So they did it with that. Then they got it to where, um, like if you fall or
The
something
doctors
like
can
that,
see it.
Huh? Yeah,
Like
you
they
can
gotta
do
do
an
it. The doctors can
EKG.
see your
Yeah, you can do an EKG and then send that to your doctor, like real quick. You don't have to spend $500 to, you know what I'm
to go
saying?
to him
Yeah,
and do it.
and then the procedure. Yeah, by the time you walk out of there, you got a $1,000 bill coming in the mailbox soon. Make a payment plan,
Facts.
please. You
Shit,
know what
fuck
I'm
soon when
saying?
you walk out that doctor's office, bitch.
Yeah, they gonna give you the bill. Hey, yeah, and it's coming to your mail. That is fact. Yeah, you go get it.
Right.
You go get that when you sign out. Did you sign out, sir? Come here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So, but but yeah, man, they tapping into that. If you fall or something like that, it automatically like sends an emergency to, like, you know what I'm saying, nearby or something like that. It's crazy, bro. But there's the one. It can check your
Right.
blood and glucose level. So for people that's diabetic, they don't have to prick themselves no more.
Yeah, man.
So with that one, um, yeah, bro, like
Yeah,
buy
yeah, that's
Apple,
gonna
bro.
be
Like
crazy.
that, like
That's
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
what I'm
real
saying.
crazy.
Like this year, I'm going crazy on Apple.
Shit. Hey, let's go ahead and wrap this up and let's hop on the Telegram right quick if you want, just for a quick 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, that's what's
Just
up.
to
Yeah, we
continue.
definitely ran this. This live was epic on this one,
Yeah,
but
we ran this.
man,
The
no, but if
market's still
anybody,
going up. So if you in bias, take profit. You
yeah, I'm out
good.
of that.
And
But
like we
yeah, that was
said,
amazing.
yeah,
It's a whole new
we
day.
feel the market could return low, sweep those lows, and then continue high. So we just go watch for engulfing patterns and just play that. As simple
Just
as
play
that.
that. Play that. It's going to be very volatile. You will have a lot of setups this week. That's what I mean by that. When it's
Mm.
going to be a wild ride, you will get setups. You will get multiple, and it may be in both directions throughout the week. So be prepared, man. Like, you know,
Right.
yeah. But yeah, man, let's tap
And with
in.
that being said, man, we out.
We out,
Next
man.
Sunday we back, 8 to 9 p.m. We'll see y'all. And yeah, man. Any questions, y'all know who to hit up.
Peace.
Peace out, bro.